Alright, party people!
We're playing as life allows and podcasting about it. It's the MMO Show.
That's not good.
No.
We ready?
Alright, ready?
You started!
Bow, bow.
Oh, that's so disappointing. It's a twist open champagne, not...
Oh, you mean the cheapest bottle on the rack wasn't a nice one?
It doesn't have a cork. I'm very upset. All right.
Doesn't have fold cardboard here.
No.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like a milk carton.
What? No.
That's what they should do. Put wine in like a milk carton and you can like
They
fold
kind of
it.
do.
Well, I'm talking like the little milk cartons that you get in school. Like you just fold
Twin
them.
Pines? Like milk
Yeah, kind
Is that
of.
what it is?
Yeah.
That's what we had, Twin Pines.
I don't know.
Twin
Michigan
Pines.
has Twin Pines. What is it?
Yeah.
I have.
That was
I'm
the
not sure.
milk
It's-
bus that my friend and I...
You don't know your brand of milk from elementary school?
Well, I'm trying to remember what it was because it was
How
actually
weird of you.
it was actually a local brand.
Yeah, that's probably what ours was.
Yeah, I'm trying to
You know
remember
how
what
I
it was.
know? I think I've told the story because my friend and I dared the foreign exchange student to get on the back of the milk truck as it was leaving the delivery.
You did.
And he did. And as it was pulling away, the parapro saw and just was running, "No, stop!" And the thing made it like 2 blocks with the kid on the back of the bus. On the back of the little, like...
It was like a truck. It wasn't
Yeah.
a bus.
It wasn't, yeah. Benny Yeep. But he never... They came in and grilled him. Who told you to do this? He never gave us up.
Hey,
Were you
Nick.
friends with him?
Nicole,
Yeah, we were nice to him.
what brand
Oh, okay.
milk do the schools use
Sometimes
now?
you're a bully, so...
You don't know?
If it's Twin Pines, ask if Benny Yee's hanging on the back.
It's not Twin Pines, is it? Is it Dean? Is it
It's like,
Dean's?
we didn't drink any damn Tin Pines.
Yeah, I know. You seemed offended by the notion
No.
of Twin Pines.
We would not drink Twin Pines.
I think we could do a little better than
It
that.
could be Shankles and then what?
Shankles?
That's not good. You don't shankle.
I wouldn't drink that milk.
It was a Shankle. Shankles was a local dairy, wasn't it?
I wouldn't drink Shankle milk.
Yeah, Shankles was a local dairy.
That's not good. You should.
I'm not gonna drink any Shankle dairy.
I think that's what we used to drink when I was in school, and then they switched to Dean's because Shankles was getting too expensive.
Good, but
Yeah, Dean's is a standard, but Shankles, that's too close to like Shanker.
no,
Yeah.
shankles. I think
It's
of
like,
like.
a sword from an STD.
Isn't that when your ankles and your shins are all one thing?
I was gonna say, what does Beth call her ankles? She calls-
Cankles.
Cankles. Yeah. My cousin Beth is like a Barbie doll. She's absolutely beautiful, and
But she's
yeah.
got the fattest ankles.
she's got really thick. She's like a size 5 and taller than me, and she's beautiful. But she's
The wife of the dude who was sitting
got
next
bad ankles.
to you.
The wife of the dude that was sitting next to who?
So
You in the
to
draft.
me At the draft,
Mike?
Mike.
Car
He's
killers.
rather quiet.
Oh,
Works
the one
at
that
Roush.
works for Roush, yeah.
Yeah.
Who,
That's what you get when you work at Roush. You get wife with cankles.
But anyway, Cankles is what I was thinking, not Shankles.
I've got him in the league this week.
He is a dark horse.
He's came out of nowhere.
That guy quietly assembled a really solid team.
I think, yeah, because when he drafted, I looked at his team and I was like, ugh.
He got 3 kickers.
I know. That was like,
Or was it 3 defenses? I can't
I don't
remember. It
think
was
it's
one of them.
might have been defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He may still have 3 defenses for all I know. But yeah,
He's
he's,
set. Yeah.
hey, y'all fucking made fun of me and I'm number 2 right now, so.
But okay, your
Not for
team
long.
looks wildly
Hey,
different
yeah,
from who you drafted.
You don't even
So
have the same team that you drafted, so I don't act like, oh, your draft was so good.
I want to know your whole drive home. You thought about just how many mistakes you made, didn't you? That whole
Zach,
2 hour
do you still have
2 hour drive. You're like, fuck.
Do you still have Zach Center on your team?
oh, God, no.
He dropped.
Yeah, and that was like one of your first picks.
This is the second pick.
Okay, I said one of, but are we not live? Oh, it's going now. I've got this advertisement thing happening. My apologies. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have not heard from Mr. Brent, so we'll assume no.
Yep.
Yeah, go and get started. If he joins, he joins.
He can join in the middle.
Yeah.
Right?
Hot.
Oh my god. I didn't think of that. All right. Let's do this. No docket tonight. Gonna
No.
be more of a hot mess than last.
Yeah.
But we know the way it goes, right? We can do the pre-show still.
I mean, kinda. We talk into these microphones about.
Well, yeah, about stuff we're
stuff.
doing, and
Mm.
I mean, we can follow the basic outline if
Yeah.
you want to from last week and kind of cover it that way.
That's what I'm doing.
Can you do
So, Brent, what are
pre-show?
you drinking tonight?
We didn't even get that far last week before we were derailed.
I know.
We never did that.
I'm actually going to use all the stuff we should have used last week this week, but it's all going to be directed at Brent.
Okay. That'll be good. That'll be good.
So, for those of you that don't know, this is the MMO Show, episode 13, recorded on Friday, September 18th, 2015.
That's right. Very good.
Those were all facts.
I actually didn't even pay attention to the date you said because I have this piece of hair.
It is
in
the
my
18th.
face. It's really bothering me.
Piece
Be
of
right back.
hair?
Yeah. You don't have that problem, but when
Sometimes.
the hair, yeah, it's
I
annoying.
ever get those ones that like in the middle of the night grow out of like right in the middle of your face? They're like the long, like translucent hairs that just wave around.
I fucking hate those.
Don't you?
I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
You don't ever get like a real long hair that just grows
Dudes
out?
get random hairs on their noses.
No.
It's not my nose. It comes right out of the like in between my eyebrows.
I get little eyebrows that like to form it. Like, you have to pluck to keep it.
No,
like,
I'm
an eyebrow
talking. It's
form.
one that it's like 3 or 4 inches long.
No.
Never get those? Okay.
I think
I've
it might
never
be.
got one that long.
Oh, they get like super damn long.
I think it might be a guy thing.
I think it's a bald guy thing. It's like
Yeah,
every once in a while my follow.
So all your hair,
The hair's gotta find a way to get
all
out.
your
Yeah.
hair energy is going.
Hey,
to
hair,
one.
hair finds a way.
hair finds a
That's what
way.
I'm saying.
Wow. Wow.
It's the cruel punishment
Wait
that
a
I
minute.
have.
Wait a minute. JBJ Blaze, your legal drinking day? Did you hit, is it your birthday?
That's what I'm
I
assuming.
did see him tweet earlier that he was he had watched one live podcast or live show, and then he was going to watch us, and then he said it was party time.
I saw a party time, but I didn't assume that. I mean, not everyone drinks, so, it's, to party. But we're going to pause.
I just drink to feel.
to have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I drink to forget the feelings.
I was about to say, I don't know if now that I think about it, I don't know if it's for feelings or to forget the feelings.
I have the numbing effect going. Yeah. But yeah. Hardways, what up? He has forehead hair.
Yeah.
Well. He has tons of hair. So
See, I don't have that.
Brother!
I get the
It's
random
thing.
ones like on my ears, like the top of my ears.
God,
top?
men are so
Do you guys get that?
scary.
I don't.
No,
Not on the top. I get them like right on that like little inside ridge.
I don't get that. I get it like on the I get one that comes like every once in a while I have to pluck it like on the top of my
The
ear.
weirdest show.
This is really gross. Like my stomach's turning, and I'm talking about me. I'm
Ugh.
gr-
Girls shave their armpits. We get hair there. We really do. It's gross. But you guys do too, and you don't shave it, and that's grosser. So
Kinda is.
I totally believe men should shave their armpits. No, like that's not attractive for anybody, right? Like anybody. But
You
yeah,
didn't like
for
when I
some
did that to you?
reason. What?
You didn't like when I did that to you?
Did what?
Like I just rubbed it in there.
No, you've never done that. We would be divorced, you silly man. That's not happening. Let's see.
What are you drinking tonight, Shannon? I heard something about a screw-off wine bottle.
No, it's I went and got champagne, but it's really not expensive champagne, and it did not have a cork. It had a screw, so I'm trying that.
Yeah. How's it
Just-
going?
I like extra dry champagne, and so I was like, I kind of wanted some, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and so
Dump
I
a bunch of sand in it.
get what you pay for. JBJ Blaze, is it your birthday? You didn't say it, yes or no. He said, well, sort of. But then
He's
he's going out. He said
celebrating
he's
his
going out to a bar tonight. Yep. So, but I mean, you didn't say if you're legal. I only condone drinking if you're legal. If you're too young to drink, that's not cool. I don't know where Mr. Brent is. We called him. We tweeted at him. He might be busy tonight. He wasn't actually scheduled. We had a guest scheduled tonight, and the guest had to cancel. We didn't really. We confirmed a few weeks ago, but we didn't confirm till late tonight. That was my fault. I should have confirmed earlier this week. So it's my fault the guest isn't here tonight, and so tried to get Brent on. But he is busy as well. Friday nights, busy nights. But you get the three of us.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
what
real
you
bummer.
get. So JBJ Blaze, if it is your 21st birthday, then happy birthday, and I'm happy for you. But if you are under that age, then I do not condone anything you're doing tonight, and I think you should stop.
We are. I say we were turning a blind eye, but okay.
No. No, I'm gonna go all mother on the on the kid. Okay, so he is legal. There you go.
JB, okay, maybe he's just telling you that to appease you.
19th. He's Canadian. Yeah, he's in Ontario. So there we go.
Ah,
Aha! Jason and I are in Detroitish area, so
or as you Canadians call it, Detroit.
So we spent a lot of our 19 to 20 year weekends in Windsor. So yeah, totally understand that.
And right now, Brian, aka Grokt, is just hating that I said that. So
Detroit,
Detroit,
Detroit.
because he says there's no fucking thing as French Canadians. He hates that.
Yeah. Brian's full of hate.
But he's so full of love too.
Loves us though, so I think it's because we hate everything else. I'm not
That's
really
true.
sure. All right, so you start this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Hey guys,
Hey.
it's the MMO Show.
Yeah.
No way.
Are you sure? You didn't sound sure about that, Jason. Jason, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Bud Light.
Yeah, that's a tall can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the tall one because I wanted some.
All right. You need
Yep.
to get like a fisheye lens so that it just like looks like
Yeah.
it's stretching out
Yeah.
on camera. I have got almost the last of the Coney Island hard root beer.
I have like a whole bunch of that still in my basement.
I need to visit again then.
Yeah.
Oh, come on
Not
over.
because of that really, but I just
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
you can kind of get that anywhere, right?
I
It's
can.
available.
Now I can. I couldn't before.
If we're gonna do a hockey draft, are you gonna
Ooh.
come up?
I don't think I can do that. I do need to look more into that. I kind of mentioned it and then backed off because it's been a busy week, but I do need to
Okay.
look more
Yeah, I
into the
think-
hockey
No, I-
I
draft.
could do that.
I actually really don't want you guys to do that because it's gonna take away from the football draft, and I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna get pissed off.
we're gonna do a
All in fantasy football.
yeah. No, the hockey thing will be separate. It's more low key. It's not a big event.
I do not support.
I am in the fantasy football draft until I'm in like the bottom half. Then I'll get
All right.
disappointed.
And you're just out.
No, that's when we need you to start doing crazy trades and stuff.
That's true.
That's when we need it to get fun.
I've already been doing a lot of ads and drops.
Yeah, but you're free agenting. You're not really trading.
Yeah, but that stuff's been working out for me really well
Yeah, it has.
in the 1 week. We'll see how it works out in week
There's
2
been
here.
some talk of trades.
Has
Yeah.
it?
I don't know if any have actually happened, but
I think
I-
Julie and Zach were talking about a trade last
I don't know
week.
if it actually
I
happened.
don't
But
know.
yeah,
I've got a hard time doing trades. I don't know why, but like I considered it and I was looking around. I was like, I hate to propose a trade to anybody because I feel like I don't want them to think that I'm trying to rip them off. But at the same time, the exact opposite's true. If anybody's proposing a trade to me, I feel like they know something that I don't know.
no, you're getting ripped off. Yeah,
No
that's-
one's going to propose a trade that's good for you.
I know. That's why I was like, I don't want to even propose it because I don't want
So,
them to have that in their head.
No.
And I think that's where Julie felt like, where Zach was proposing a trade. I think she got kind of quiet, and I'm assuming, and I don't blame her because
She's
she's
going to
assuming,
look into it
yeah.
a little bit. Like,
yeah, or
this is benefiting him more than me, or why else would he do it?
Yeah,
Like, that's, of
exactly.
course, what people are going to think. So, we're talking
But-
about fantasy football here on the MMO Show.
Which is unlike the fantasy that we've probably been playing this week in MMO land.
fuck yeah.
Look at that.
Shannon,
Hi.
what you been playing in the MMO realm?
Not much.
Yeah.
Played a lot of the Star Wars Uprising, and that's been fun.
Would
Now
you
I will
consider
say,
that an MMO?
yeah,
Is it MMOE?
yeah. Well, I mean, you group up and do dungeons
Yeah,
together and
kind of
stuff.
is.
You see people in the world walking around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as developed as a full-fledged, I would say,
Sure.
online
It's
MMO
like a
with
hub
server.
world MMO.
Kind of, yeah. And you're very limited as to how many people you can group up with. But
Yeah.
at the same time, Guild Wars is an MMO, and that's similar in that
Yeah.
there's a hub and you go out and group up with people for your own instanced areas. But anyway, so yeah, you can kind of group up, do missions together and stuff. There's a guild. There's benefits to being in the guild. Not many, but they're there. They're working on
401k.
it. Yeah. Good benefits.
Need that dental.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Our cartel is level 22. This morning it was level 22 and doing well. We're
What's
still
cap?
40,
Is
but
it?
it's
Okay.
gonna go to 100, but it's 40 at the moment. They started implementing some of the barriers to entry for certain benefits. Like there's a cartel mission guy you can put on a planet for your people to uh, acquire extra missions once you hit level 20 that was accidentally open to anyone who had a cartel originally, like for the
Oh.
first few days there. So, but we had hit 20 the actual day they implemented that. So we're like, fine.
Yay.
Yeah, no change for us.
I have to
I
preface any
will
discussion that
Yeah.
I've barely played the game, so I will
say
probably ask
the game
questions.
starts too slowly. Like
Think so?
Yeah. Way.
you get this impression of the game that this is all this is over and over and over again, and it doesn't start to unlock like the crew and how to open up the crew and how to level the crew and how to level your gear and how to open up your gear and how to acquire all these sets of gear and why you want to acquire all the sets of gear to unlock your crew members. Like all that all the dimensions to the game like that don't start to open up until I would say until you're at least level 12-ish, and that's a lot of playtime.
Yeah.
You got to get to the story mode, and then there's this world, like not world, but galaxy, I guess, quest where like the Imperials will come down to a planet like that. Everyone's kind of unlocked for an Imperial battle to try to kick the Imperials out of that area, and so then everyone kind of has to battle to get those people out of that zone. But yeah, it's cool for a mobile device. For me, it's very Diablo-ish, I
Yeah.
would say.
Does
I think
the
So you got to kind of think of it like the battle isn't exciting. It's a lot of Diablo. So how you play Diablo and how it's kind of like, okay, click, 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 kill, move. It's that type of gameplay. But for me, it doesn't bother me on the mobile device.
Yeah.
I think the difference with me so far, and you're ahead of me, but I think I'm like level 13 or so, is in Diablo, like loot's dropping every other person you actually kill. Or,
It does, but you don't get it. They don't show it to you till the end.
And I think that's kind of part of the problem is you're not like. Once I get to the end, okay, I get to open stuff, and they have some pretty cool animations of like treasure things opening, and that's cool. But the actual missions just continue to be really bland.
Yeah, I will agree with that. It's very, similar dungeons going through repeated type of areas. And I've only made it to 3 planets so far. So I'm on Hoth at the moment for my story.
Well,
So
they call it Kolf.
and I don't know like how much more like right now I have missions where I can invite one more person. I don't know if it ever opens up to where I can invite 3 or 4 more people. Like I'm kind of curious to see like how does it get more dynamic or not? Maybe it does.
I'd hope so.
I hope so. I think everyone hopes so. Seems exciting. We've got our cartel is maxed 40 people, and we have 40 people, and we've got people on the waiting list, and I'm surprised. Generally, by now we have people dropping off, of these type of games. So that's pretty cool and kind of it's good. It's good and it's bad. I have friends on the waiting list, but I mean everyone in the group is really active, so I'm not going to boot active people. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, too, even if someone's not in a cartel, you can put them on your friends list and group up with them, so you can still do missions together even if you're not in a cartel.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna keep messing around with it just because, I mean, for those whenever I have 10, 15 minutes to mess around, but
yeah.
I don't feel the desire, like the need, the pull to keep logging in. It's whenever I have free time.
I give it an hour, like at lunch, you know, where I'm just kind of kicking through stuff, and then, but then if we're doing like some sort of world event and there's like a big like bonus to doing the missions over and over and over again, and especially like if like we're in bed, but like I'm not sleepy and you're watching TV, I might kill an hour playing missions over and over again. So
yeah,
that's hot. All right.
But it's not the type of game, like, there are people talking on our Slack channel or just in Twitter and stuff. Like, I played it for 10 minutes and I don't get it. Where I'm at right now, I can't really tell them, well, I'll keep playing because...
No, I mean, if
you don't like the writing and the presentation, which is kind of the big draw to me...
Yeah.
It's either you like Star Wars and want to play that, or you like Star Wars and don't, or you don't like Star Wars and you don't want to play it. I mean, it's one of those.
Guess question I have either of you, I guess more for Shannon, have you put any money into it?
No.
No.
So you've gotten a lot out of the game for nothing.
Yeah, and I haven't given him a penny. So I would say that currently, as the game is set up, I'm level 26-ish.
Yeah.
And I haven't given him any money yet, and I haven't felt the need to give him any money. Certainly, like, there's been times where I ran out of credits, and it's like, and I just...
They don't limit your play, though.
But you could run, like, there are unlimited... There's daily missions where there's the big payoff, but then there's these other missions that are unlimited. The payoff's very, very, very dwindled down from your dailies, but you could just sit there and keep running those if you want to. You don't have to pay. It's a grind, but that's... I mean, isn't that the trade-off in most MMOs, pay versus grind?
Yeah, and when I saw it was free to play, I expected at some point they were going to say...
They have to make money somehow, yeah.
Well, and at least they do it that way versus saying, okay, you've done 5 missions today, you can't do any more unless you pay. You can always do missions.
I did, who was that? It was something, I want to say Good Hound podcast, but they went to PAX and interviewed him, and I tweeted it on the MMO Show's Twitter not too long ago. Let me look for that while you guys say things. While I say things. I can't look while I say things.
Hi, Jason.
Yeah, you guys, Philip.
Hey, Steve.
Hi, Jason.
You guys say things now.
I like mashed potatoes.
Right now?
What?
You wearing shoes?
No, I'm barefoot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not either.
Wearing shoes?
No.
I put it on the other... I wonder if I put it on the other one.
How's the rash?
It's worse.
You guys are awful.
So bad.
Oh, you're the
I had forgotten about it for a couple of minutes, and then you said something.
Let me go get the talc.
Okay, it was Game Hounds Live. Did a good interview with Star Wars Uprising at PAX Prime, and I will open that up now. I linked it on the Ataraxia_SWU Twitter, which is our cartel Twitter account. And yeah, they had a really...
Sounds bad when you say
What?
it. That's our cartel Twitter account.
Cartel Twitter account. Well, I don't know how to say it.
It's truth, but it just sounds like we're doing illegal things.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. We're not. It's just our cartel Twitter account. I don't want everyone on... I kind of honestly feel like the MMO show is a more generic all MMO show.
Sure.
And if we just start spamming all the Star Wars Uprising stuff. People are going to get annoyed. So if you want to follow the Star Wars Uprising stuff, go there. Like, kind of
I agree.
section it off for people. But anyway, they had a really good interview with them, and it kind of gives a nice introduction to their intent for the show. And I had a point, and I forgot it now because I was looking for it, and now I forgot what we were saying.
You're fantastic. It's okay.
Okay.
But I don't know. Is there anything else we want to bring up about Star Wars?
Uprising?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I love I mean, obviously, anytime you have Star Wars, it pulls me in a little more than any... Like, had this been a generic IP, I might not have given it the time.
No, you absolutely wouldn't have.
I am a Star Wars fan, so the skins and the voices and the, the sounds, it's, and the places, I'm gonna give it a little more time.
Twi'leks.
I'm a Twi'lek. I'm a pink Twi'lek.
I have to say, like, when it first launched, I saw multiple people on Twitter say, hey, it kind of reminds me of Knights of the Old Republic, and they were being very excited.
I think that's a bit generous.
Yes. No, they were excited after playing it. I saw multiple people say it.
Yeah.
And they were happy after playing for 10 minutes, and I get that. But, yeah, it's not that.
It's not, but at the same time, I am hopeful that the company Kabam seems very interested in providing all they can to the gameplay. Just from I only listened to the one interview, but it really seemed like they are very interested in giving this game all they can, and I'm hopeful that there will be a fully fledged cartel experience and multiplayer mission experience in as much as they can in a mobile world. So it's fun. There's been plenty of times where I've been sitting, around playing, and one of my friends pop in and invites me to a group, and we sit there and we play together. But the hard part for me is the communication when you're grouped up is so cumbersome that you end up just not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, the chat isn't right there when you're in a mission, so it's just easier not to chat. You don't need to chat, but it just makes that connection to the game a little better if you're like, hey, how you doing? No,
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's move on.
All right. Jason.
Yeah.
Have you been playing any MMOs this week?
I played a little bit of Final Fantasy during work. Didn't get to play a ton. I had bronchitis earlier in the week, so it kind of wiped out a lot of my actual sitting down. But I did play some mobile MMO besides Uprising.
Yeah, what's that?
I played Order in Chaos 2.
They have a 2?
Yeah, it came out the other day.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and it's like a whole new, fully fledged MMO, and it's free to play. The other one I think it was pretty much subscription based. Let you have a little bit of a trial. Yeah, but this seems like full on free to play, and it totally works. It's not bad. It looks really good. I play it on the iPad. I think you can play it on an iPhone. I would assume it'd be kind of scrunched on that UI. But the combat seemed way more streamlined. Did you ever play any of the original?
Briefly.
Yeah, and it was like kind of the traditional MMO WoW.
It was like as close as WoW as you could get on a phone.
Yeah, this is kind of like that, but the combat is more action-oriented, where you have like 4 things in the corner, and then you have a toolbar outside of that. So it's trying to get away from the traditional 1 through 6 toolbar or whatever, like in the middle. And it's totally not bad. And there were so many people playing on the server I was on. It reminded me of an MMO launch in like any PC MMO where you're having to sit there and fight for a spawn or for something, like the quest monster to appear so you could kill it. But it seemed to do some pretty smart things it seemed like I was getting instances of something spawning where no one else could do it. So it wasn't frustrating as I was standing there around people. Like, it seemed like I got my own thing to, like a crate to open or a monster to kill.
Yeah.
and then run it back. But it totally, like, I'm gonna mess with it more. It's free to check out, so I absolutely recommend doing it if you're at all interested in that.
Now,
But
are
it's
you
totally mobile, right?
Yes.
Does it have
Yeah.
a browser segment at all? Like, I
There
really
are-
wish like mobile MMOs would have a browser-based like counterpart, like where it's all connected. Because it seems
Yeah.
like if you could do mobile, you could do browser-based.
Yeah,
I
not
don't
that
know anything about that, so maybe it's not.
I haven't seen that. It definitely, the UI seems way better than what I remember the original
Yeah.
Order and Chaos being. JBJ Blaze was asking in the chat, in what is your opinion on mobile MMOs versus desktop MMOs? I mean, obviously, to me, desktop, but this seemed like a worthwhile distraction if you're interested in it.
Now, are you playing on your phone or are you playing on the iPad?
iPad.
Yeah.
I can imagine on the phone.
It seemed like it'd be really tough on the phone. I've been tempted, like I will download it on there just to check it out, but it worked on the iPad. It wasn't bad, but there were still times where I was like, no, I clicked on that, not that. And on the phone, it seems like that would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Siri, make him attack.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I did.
I asked Alexa to help, but she was no help.
Yeah.
She just started playing you some songs by Starship.
Yep. Which was okay.
Yeah, you built this city. So
I did play a little bit of Final Fantasy yesterday. Like a week ago, I restarted my account, but I haven't played at all. And, like, because I really didn't want to start it up, so I've kind of been a little bitter about it. But I last night I started.
They should put that on the next box.
Yeah. Glowing endorsement. Is that you guys chatting? Who's chatting?
Nope, not me.
I can't switch it. Let me see if I can switch. Oh, I got an idea.
Have you?
I do. Let me do this. And I can, I can do that. See it, because it might be Brent. No, it's not Brent. Who's chatting with me?
I never got any chat.
Recent. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Crazy.
No. It's not too late. It's Brent. I can add him in.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. That's why I heard the beepies, and I'm like, no. We need to make sure. And we're going to add him to the group call. That's going to screw up our our little look of our show here, though, but that's all right. Hello!
What up?
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good.
I just watched Trainwreck.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then my wife kicked me out and said it's time to watch Project Runway with our daughter. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to go
Not do that.
see what's happening.
And you're like, hey, there's this show.
Was Trainwreck good?
There's this show. It wasn't as funny as I thought it would be, but it was still a good movie. It's
Okay.
it's a good date movie.
What's Trainwreck?
That's the one with Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
Which I like Amy Schumer. I think she's funny.
But what's what's it about? I don't...
It was that comedy that came out in the summer.
Basically, she doesn't want to like. God, see, I don't want to spoil anything.
Is it the one where she goes on all the
Basically,
dates?
she's dating around,
Okay.
and she doesn't want to like
Settled.
not date around,
Uh-huh.
and then she meets a guy, and
And LeBron James is in it.
he actually is in it quite a bit. Like,
I've heard he's actually
acting.
really good in it.
Yeah, he's a pretty good actor.
I don't know. I have not heard of this. I'm sorry.
Yes, you have. You have seen trailers. I guarantee if I showed it to
Isn't
you.
John
you'd be like,
Cena in
oh,
it?
yeah. Yeah, John's, yeah.
I did want to see that.
That's the one where he's like, I look like I ate.
Because that's the one where the girl's got the 40 and she's in a bridesmaid dress. And I'm
Yes.
like, damn it, am I a train wreck? Because I've been that girl.
Yeah, that was the poster at the movie theater we were at. She was
Yeah.
like, they take a picture of me when I wasn't
Because I
looking?
was like, did someone like take notes at the last wedding I was in? Because I've been a lot of bridesmaids. Damn it. Okay. I didn't realize that was frowned upon, by the way.
No, I don't think it is.
I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
it is either.
Okay.
It's relatable.
But speaking of, I'm gonna go put some rum in this drink. I didn't realize.
I
It's
know.
a drinking night.
It's cool. I'm sorry we grabbed you.
No, it's all good. I'll be right back.
Oh, I kind of wanted to talk to him because I just invited him to the Final Fantasy Guild earlier this week, so we'll talk to him about that.
Right, do we want to take a quick break?
Yeah, I could actually reset the
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Settings are kind of off, so you guys are gonna see some backstage magic. Dun, dun, dun.
Is this where I show my ass?
Can you?
That's, I guess.
I don't think your wife would like you doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
She doesn't like you
She doesn't
showing
like me?
that. She doesn't like you showing that candy to the strangers. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Yeah.
Strangers with candy.
Yeah. I'm not really sure I was going with that.
I think she's asleep anyways.
No, she's not. You've been yelling way too much.
I'm going to find out.
All right. You do that. I am going to... Your camera's on. You know that, right? You can't hear me. I see Steve's butt. And take that. I guess I could put the pineapples up so you guys don't see the backstage stuff. There we go. Do that. Is she sleeping?
She's out.
Out. We can say anything now.
Boobies.
Boobies. We could have a 80s boobies night.
I don't know if Brent's ready for that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It's a bit much. We have to... Oh, you know what? He's going to come back and turn his camera on and fuck up all the screen regioning I'm doing, isn't he?
Probably.
Probably. Can't complain.
Man, I'm tired.
No, you're not tired. It's half an hour into this 9:30.
It's almost 9:40.
That's the difference for you.
Well,
You're such an old man.
it's been a busy week, man.
The youngest one of us.
I am,
So-
I know. There should be no excuse for me.
No, I wasn't giving you one. Dun, 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 dun. If he comes back and ruins the screen region, we're just leaving it, and I don't care. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is our beverage break segment.
When he gets back, we should be like, all right, that's it. Like,
Done.
that's a good show, everybody.
That'd be kind of mean. Dun, 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 dun. There he is. Ta-da! I got it all done.
That was quick.
Yep. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good. We are in the middle. Well, actually, yeah, kind of in the middle of the show. But we are just starting to talk about Final Fantasy, A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy 14. And so I was going to tell them about how I finally made a character last night. And the problem is I made a brand new character on a server I'm already having a character on. And so why would anyone do that? Because in Final Fantasy 14, you can just play everything on one character. But I have a Lalafell, which is, they're so cute. They're so cute. But I kind of wanted to play, like, I was kind of in the mood to play the Gladiator, which is like, armor-ridden,
Yeah.
chop up. Yeah.
Sword and shield.
I would argue that I'm not getting the right vibe I'm going for on a Lalafell in that type of armor.
What?
So I started a Humi, what are the Highlanders, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just a regular old human lady, but she looks really cool in the armor. So I just started that last night, so I need one of you to hang out and get someone to invite me to the guild on that character later on.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, because we're
You
not
will.
cool enough in our guild to have invite privileges, because it's
I
not
don't-
our
yeah, I don't think I
we don't
can.
rule the guild, so anyway.
I don't want
You got me an
sauce
invite.
I got you an invite. I can't get myself an invite. I need you
Oh.
to speak well of me and get me an invite now. So your camera is thinking about putting you on camera. So
Yeah.
you've been playing.
Stuff.
I got you a guild invite. Have you been actually playing Final Fantasy?
Yeah, I'm like level 20 something.
Damn
Holy
it!
crap.
You're like a machine.
Oh yeah, I mean it just doesn't stop in that game. You just like.
Yeah.
Well, see, I haven't been doing any side things. I'm doing that one weird looking quest sign
Full
thing,
barrel.
Oh, yeah. You're doing all story. That's what you should
and
do.
I'm just doing that. And I've joined the Seventh Order or Scions I don't know. I'm getting.
So you've done at least one dungeon, right?
I've done 3.
Okay, yeah.
You are going to miss some dungeons. Don't go along the main storyline, just to let you know. And some of the stuff is gated. You do have to go back and make sure you hit those dungeons. But you'll be...
Oh.
you'll
Yeah,
be
the
set.
weird thing about Final Fantasy is how much content is unlocked through quests. Like, you don't get a chocobo until you do the quest.
Well,
Yeah.
WoW has a ton of stuff that's gated through quests and stuff. That's
But there's... Yeah...
So what level do you actually get a chocobo?
around
20?
20. You're close. I would say early 20s. I think I was
Okay.
like 22, 23. So
I think I got
you're
it around
probably
21,
around
22.
there. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
story range.
Is it main story?
Nope.
No, so you have to do.
Oh.
You have to like.
I guess that's what I
And-
mean, is that it's not... There's a lot of stuff that's locked
That's
behind
side quest
non-main story. It's side
Yeah.
stuff that you would never know unless you either look it up or you're just doing side quests. There's a lot of...
The
yeah.
die questing, the die
Yes.
system is unlocked through a side quest.
Exactly. You get the dies, you get the treasure hunting side stuff,
Yeah, there's shit I haven't unlocked yet that you're talking about.
What's treasure hunting?
You can get like treasure maps in the game, and then you have to use the maps and then find their location. And then there's like a shovel like digging icon that you get through this quest. That when you find the spot, and you can actually dig for the treasure. I've not even had a map yet, so I don't know how prevalent it is, but I think you get like the triple triad stuff just by going to the Golden Saucer. But in order to go to the Golden Saucer, which has like the Chocobo Racing, the triple triad, all the mini games for the extra like side credit, like side currency stuff, there's a quest to be able to go to the Golden Saucer, which you get in one of the cities. That's just a side quest.
It sounds like I've missed a lot of stuff.
I'm sure you.
It sounds like I have too.
And the game is crazy robust.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's so much content.
there is tons here. It is the reason why it's successful with the subscription is because it's worth a subscription.
Yeah. No, that's totally after like playing this past couple months. I've gotten that impression. I've logged on and done a lot of different stuff, and
There's Brent. There, go ahead.
and seeing all the different options has kind of been a nice change for me to where okay, I can point my head in this direction and do this today or
Yeah. I was frustrated because I was like, I want a game where there's a holy trinity, where there's tons of dungeons, but I can group up with anyone I want, any of my friends, anytime, and I don't want to be like stuck just doing quest after quest after quest, but have like dungeon options and stuff. And Jason's like, you want to play Final Fantasy? I'm like, damn it, I do.
So when are we doing a dungeon crawl? I'm ready.
Oh, we
I
could do
would
that
love it.
anytime. We could do those like stupid intro like dungeons.
You wanna let's pick a day this week here.
Yeah.
What time's the show over? We just,
I need an invite. Actually, my character is like level 2. I'm not ready yet, but
oh,
I'll work on it.
well, I thought you had another character. Or no, you started. I'm confused. I came in late for the
I
conversation.
do have the other one, but I'm fixated on the new girl now.
That's
What
what she
is-
does.
Yeah, she's
What is
done.
the level of the new one?
Like 2.
Oh, okay, good. Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
no,
just made her last night,
See?
and that was it. I made her and did.
so you can be ready for the first one by like Tuesday, right?
Easy, yeah. Because I could not the levies, but remember those intro dungeons? They're like only like 3-minute dungeons.
The guild
Those-
hests.
Yeah, no.
I think
Is
that's
that what they are?
I think.
Okay, there's like 4 of them. Yeah, and like you just pop in and do those. You can do those all the time. Yeah, I could,
Weird.
you know. No,
What about Tuesday night? You want to try that?
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm gonna aim
Or we
for
could
that.
plan it outside of the podcast. But yeah, I'm just
I-
throwing it out
Tuesday
there.
sounds good.
I could do. Yeah,
We're gonna
Mondays are
let
bad.
everybody that listens to this know what we're doing on Tuesday night.
Log in Tuesday
We could
and just yell and
We're gonna
jet.
raid.
we could Twitch it so that's relevant to the show, I guess.
Yeah,
What?
good.
Yeah. But anyway. Cool.
It's gonna be
we're
like
all-
this, but we'd be playing a game at the same time.
Yeah, you won't see our faces. You'll just see one of us, the perspective from one of us, probably me flailing miserably. Anyway, cool. Let's move on. Steve.
Huh?
Or should we could hit Brent a little more. What was your
Oh,
opinion?
don't hit me.
Punch him.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we shouldn't move on yet, because I would like to get your opinion of the game so far then, since you've been...
You know, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's definitely graphically awesome. The quest, I mean, the storyline, it's I like it better than, say, like WoW's kind of quest that it leads you on.
Mm-hmm.
The storytelling's a bit better, yeah.
The mechanics are fine. There's like not too much like I don't worry about like, you know, I'm a warrior guy, you know, shield and sword, and so
Yeah.
I have like 3 abilities that I use.
You get a lot more.
Flash, and
Yeah.
then the other 2.
You get
so
you get like your basic rotation of stuff,
Mhm.
but like later on you get so many abilities, like it
Yeah.
fills up 4 or 5 bars, and then you get like cross-class abilities
I was
that
gonna
like
say, have you cross-classed yet? Probably not at that level.
No.
Okay. Yeah,
Are you-
that's...
I don't know when you're supposed to do that, but I figured it would lead me down that way. I know I've seen something where if I go paladin, I need to get 15 levels in conjure or something.
Yeah, that's what it's... Yeah, that's leading you that way.
there
to
will be points later on, especially I think once you hit about the level 40 dungeon, that especially as a tank, you might get yelled at for not having certain cross-class abilities, because there's certain
True.
things that you can get from other classes that will help you hold aggro.
Gotcha.
And you will have to go and play that, because like for instance, for me, for the scholar, I don't know what the abilities are for the tanks yet, but for the scholar, one of the things that they kind of like, as I was researching stuff, they kind of drilled in was like, okay, you have to get level 26 in Thaumaturge so that you can get the Swift Cast, which
Yeah.
lets you instantly cast an ability, which you use for the resurrection ability. So you kind of have that on the back burner, so that like if you're in a dungeon and somebody gets killed, like what actually happened in the level 40 dungeon that I ran 3 times, the tank died because he didn't have the cross-class ability to hold aggro properly. And so I was throwing him a swift cast res like on a regular basis to try to keep the group going. It was a
Did it
mess.
work?
The swift cast thing worked fantastic, but then
But
he was
did
getting
you keep the group
I was
together?
able to, yeah, we finally, after the
Finished?
3rd time he died, we ended up getting through the rest of the dungeon, and it was...
That's not too bad.
I actually, because the whole commendation system is really nice too, to see like that you can kind of give someone in like a Facebook-esque like, or +1, whatever you want to call it, when you complete a dungeon. And as a healer, I've been getting quite a bit of those. So
Cool.
pretty nice.
So people like to group with you then? after
I
you
don't
get
know
a
if
bunch
it's
of-
necessarily that, or they just appreciate that someone's keeping them alive.
I
Regardless.
like being kept alive.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's works.
It's fun. So yeah, and the leveling, you know, so far it's been pretty fast. I mean, I've been enjoying my time. I think I haven't really seen enough of the game really to know really my feelings yet.
Have
Does
you
that make
run
sense?
any of those, what is it where, because I did this a ton, where you like run from event to event to event.
Fates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fake
Yeah.
grinding.
No one's in them.
Really? Because
Yeah,
that,
that used to be the way to do
that
it.
was all you did back when it launched, was fake grind. I was a fake grinding whore.
Yeah, it was kind of like was it Warhammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the public quest.
Yeah, where you
Yeah, like when he came back and tried it again, it was like, oh, I've got to try to solo this somehow.
Now, I
Let's
will...
see.
Yeah.
So
I
no
will
one's
say
fading anymore.
No one's fading in the lower level stuff, but once you get to the point where you're actually getting to the zones where more of the common areas are, you see a
Yeah.
lot more of like people saying, "Hey, fake group joining or send so and so a message to join up." There will be groups that are just running around doing that. But when
Okay.
you're in those when you're in the low levels, I mean, there's
It's
only
not there
so many
anymore.
people that are going to be doing that stuff anyways, and most of them are just going through the story stuff like Bren is. So, like I said, once you get to like around closer to 40 and you get in common areas, you'll see a lot more fake groups.
That's good to hear because that was when Shannon and I were playing early game. That was a
That's how I
lot
did
of fun.
everything.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of social stuff going on in that. That was cool.
You started to get to know people because you're pretty much a group of someone, especially if you had like, oh, this beautiful rainy Saturdays, so you can't go outside. We can't do yard work. It's raining. So
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
so you play like an MMO all day. It's like I got 20 levels.
That's the kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of pours back into that same old kind of issue that I think the game has, is that so much of that game gets better after like level 30, and then even so much more gets better after like level 40. So it's like it's what's like bad and good about the game, because so many MMOs are out there and people complain that, hey, where's the end game? Well, it's like Final Fantasy has more end game, and it sounds like with Heaven's Word, and I'm not to the point of Heaven's Word yet, that some of that got messed up. But
Oh, really?
yeah, and I can't get a real feel for what that is, and so I can't really speak to it. But it seems like Final Fantasy was definitely like kind of flip-flop from a traditional, I don't know if I'd call it a traditional MMO. It's more like a vanilla WoW. Like there's these dungeons and stuff that you can run in-game, and that keeps you really busy because you're always trying to advance yourself. But the game's real light on the front end. So...
It'd be interesting. I guess the two things I'm worried about is, well, I don't know if worried about, but like the audio for like quests. Like I love it when they start talking to me. Like I love it in every MMO.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And then it just cuts out like halfway through the quest. Like
Yeah.
like the same quest. Like it's not even a different quest. And I'm like, what? Why'd you stop talking to me?
Yeah.
well, part
And
of
I don't know if it's my audio or if they just.
no,
I got real spoiled with Star Wars: The Old Republic. Like
yeah.
having everything voice acted, it just adds so much more to the experience. And yeah, it's really disappointing.
Even Guild Wars
Otherwise, I
2's
just
good.
click through it as fast as I can, right? I just click through it, and
It's
I
a
don't
good
read.
story,
I
though.
get audible.com, audibletrial.com /
That would be funny if they could merge like Audible in with an MMO. Like
There
have
you go.
no, we need this read to us. But but no, definitely try to read it. It is really the story, especially if you're doing main story.
That's pretty good writing.
It's worth it.
And honestly, it comes down to I feel like if I read everything, it will take me like 4 times as long to level up.
No.
Yeah, the side quests,
It'll be
at least read the titles of the side quests, because there's so many goddamn great puns and
There are-
and references to
They
stuff
did a
that
great job localizing.
yes,
this.
they did.
I do like how when you accept a quest, they give you the synopsis. So I can kind of read. Is this something I would care at all about? And if it says something like, "Hey, Jack wants you to go kill some snakes," like, okay, I'm not going to pay attention to this. But if it's a little bit more intriguing, like synopsis, I'll pay a little bit more attention.
Yeah, and some of the goofy fucking shit that happens in the game. I don't know if anybody else has done the side quest. I think it starts in Lominsa. That's get you your
Limsa.
yeah. It
Limsa
starts.
Limosa?
I think it starts there. I think you have to go to each of the cities, and then when you come back and turn it in, you eventually. I'm not going to say what happens, but you eventually get your free pass for like a character makeover.
Okay, that yeah. You
Do
you must have started in Limsa Limosa then.
No, I did not.
Oh.
So do you do this twice? Because I've had
How?
one where I was like the emissary, and they sent me to
No.
each
That's
land.
totally different. There's
Okay.
another.
That's for a ship. Yeah.
That's to actually like
Airship
move through your main story.
Yeah.
But there's a side quest that I believe it has you go to each of them to pick up various things. But it ends with you getting a contract so that you can redo your hair.
Oh yes, no, I love my hair.
Get your
Okay.
hair.
I'm a rock star. Like
Get your
I
hair-
can't wait to like hop in the game with y'all, and y'all can see I'm like a huge like I need a guitar.
My girl has like this
And
like
there are bards in the game. I found out.
chopped off
Yes.
haircut. It's like awful, but I don't care. I like it.
And that kind of leads me to the second worry I had was like Diablo. Like I did not want to go through the storyline again in Diablo, so I didn't. I'm done with the game. I'm not max level. So if I have to go through and become a conjurer, I guess though I can just do the side quest at that point to level
Yeah,
up.
totally.
Absolutely.
So
Like,
maybe
you're
that's
actually
what I'll do then.
yeah, it's not actually a bad thing that you've only focused on story at this point, because when you go back to do something else, you'll have all those side quests to do to help you level.
You
So
can do side quests. You can do levy quests. You can do
yeah, you do have lots of options.
the
Freeload off my friends.
what's
Yeah.
God? What I can't the
You
roulette.
can repeat dungeons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can all
yeah.
dungeon repeat too.
When you get dungeons unlocked, you can do the roulette, which is basically it's just randomly assigns you to whatever dungeon that somebody needs someone for, and then when you do it, you get like a big boost in experience.
Yeah, World of Warcraft has that too.
Right.
Probably a lot of MMOs have that.
Oh, I'm sure.
nowadays. Yeah. Cool. Why are you doing that? What?
I'm just goofing around over here.
Slurm's making faces.
And I was putting his faces on my faces.
Faces on your faces.
All right.
Oh, right, you look terrible.
That's my stupid dolls on my desk.
Oh, okay, you look better now.
Steve
Yes.
Slurms, we have not covered. What are you doing this week?
It's been a very busy week for me. I've not had a lot of time in Final Fantasy. Part of my pull away from the game is not because I'm not enjoying it. I'm still enjoying the heck out of it. But as we kind of alluded to in the beginning of the show, I've been just really, really
Jacking off.
jacking off.
Trade skills?
No, I've been messing around with my fantasy football lineup and doing tons of research.
Yeah, that's kept me busy.
Yeah.
We're starting. We use the NFL's actual fantasy app,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you these like fun articles. Like whenever I'm up against a team, it writes an article about my team versus their team and the strength and weaknesses between the two, and it's actually a fantastic like app. Like
Yeah, it's pretty
I've
great.
never been in a fantasy.
Those articles are great.
Yeah, I've never been in a. Do all of them do that? Do like all the apps do that?
No.
They might now, but with, when we used Yahoo a couple years ago, and it didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a fantasy football league last year, and then I've never done one before. So
No, it's been pretty fun. But what has been my only MMO time has still been with Final Fantasy, but it's been me playing the game, doing like harvesting and craft stuff while I've been watching a football game. So
we
And the waiver wire?
yeah,
Z Wooten in the chat just said Teddy Bridgewater in the first.
yep, that's right. Yep. I picked Ted Bridgewater, Theodore Bridgewater in the first round, and I did not even use him my first week, which actually came out to my benefit. I played that correctly, but I do have him starting this week. We'll see what happens. Tune in next week to find out how T-Bridge 2015 turned out.
It could be good.
Could be. I think if they're going against the Lions.
That's
Okay.
Yeah, you can't go wrong going against the Lions, right?
All right, I want to know, when you made that, you really put some emphasis behind your number one pick.
You were so excited about this. You thought you were gonna blow us away with this option.
Were you a little bit disappointed in how everyone reacted? Do you regret the pick?
Okay, I think we've already. I think you already asked me if I've
I
regretted
think we
it.
did this last week.
But I want to ask again because
Really?
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I took a photo of your pick and I look on my phone and I laughed this last week again just looking at it.
I only regret it because I
Slurp,
should have.
Your friend Jason is an ass.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. Okay.
I only regret it because I do realize that I could have had a much better non-quarterback pick.
You think you could have done better?
Yes, I think I could have
Okay.
ended up being in better positioned if I would have went with a better running back first.
All right.
And
this is
then what? It's
Go
like an
ahead.
MMO, right?
I guess this is not MMO related. Let's end the show and do some after show with this. All right.
All right.
All right. So does anyone have anything they want to share with MMO-ness real quick?
MMO-ness.
Yeah.
I played some EverQuest this week.
Did you?
You're doing both?
Jesus. Are you
You're
triple
too-
boxing?
And I played a lot of Minecraft too. I've been playing a little bit of everything.
So wait, are you dual boxing EverQuest still?
This week I didn't. I was actually trying to get back because I've been playing so much Final Fantasy. I was like, man, I need to hop back in and get to 50. Like I'm so close, and then I died a whole bunch, and I think a lot of it has to do coming off the double XP weekend. Man, it's hard to go back in and like all of a sudden only be making half the experience, even though it's not really the case. It feels like it, and being so high, it's like also everything goes slow, and it's like one death, and you're like, that's an hour of work. I'm gonna go play some Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you're like in hell levels at that point.
Yeah, so
it's kind of why MMOs changed. Like,
yeah. There's some good things though.
But I mean, I'm still enjoying it. It's just I probably will play my lower level characters a little more though. But yeah, that's about it. Sorry. And Smite.
It's fine. Smite.
That's not an MMO. Not really.
It's fun.
No, I think we declared that.
We declared MOBAs are okay because it's still multiplayer online, so it's two of the MMOs. So yeah, so it's fine. But cool. We want to wrap this up then, and then talk some after show.
We can.
Does anyone have anything they want to cheat on real quick?
What did I cheat on this week? I bought Tearaway.
I don't know what that is.
Which one, the PS4 one?
No, the first one. I'd still never played
Vita?
it. The Vita.
Oh, the Vita version? Yeah, it's a great game.
It is so far.
Do you like it?
I do. It's cute. I got it for like $12.
That's about the right price for that.
I never really want. I'd say I always avoided picking it up because it seems like a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
And so.
It's a gimmick. I mean, it's a good playing gimmick, but yeah, it's not worth like $40.
No. I think that's it though. I'm sure I'll remember something once we get into the after show, but
Metal Gear is still amazing.
I want it.
My only update.
I want it real bad.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I was wondering because, I mean, I don't. You're not like a big Metal Gear fan, but you can't deny that gameplay, right?
I don't know. It's weird because like whenever there's been a Metal Gear come out, I've always got it. I've never like professed love for it. I guess it's always been one of those. Yeah, this is a really solid thing that I like, but I've never. I don't think I beat 4.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I beat 4.
4, I think, was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to compare this one, just like after all my, stupid going on about it last week. No, none of the other ones have played anywhere near as good as this. The gameplay on this is the best by far. So from a pure gameplay perspective, again, this is, I think I said it was my top 10 last week. It's top 5 this week, like of games of all time, and like going up there still.
Wow.
And I haven't beaten it.
Yeah.
I had to take a break from it from being sick, and I haven't played the last couple of days, but I'm going to get back to it.
Fiendin'?
I am.
Yeah, I'd like to pick it up.
I've never played any of those. Is it like shooter kind of thing?
No,
stealth action.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm riveted. So.
Sounds like it. Not a big fan?
No. Join us for the after show. If you'd like to talk more about MOBAs, check out onsmitepodcast.com because it's awesome. Because Smite is awesome. And
speaking Smite, in the chat room, I just put out a page with over 50 skins given away. So you can get a free skin if you play Smite.
Seriously?
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
Damn.
All right. Take us out. We'll chat some more because we got lots to chat about, but we're kind of...
Hey, guys. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out.
Steve?
Get the fuck out.
Have fun editing that.
Said like a pro.
Put that to bed. Let's log off.
Show is in the can. Thanks for listening to the MMO Show. Questions, comments, feedback, errors, etc. can be sent to email.themmoshow@gmail.com. We invite you to write a review on iTunes, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and various other social media at The MMO Show, and visit our website at themmoshow.com. I don't know if I'm into this anymore.
Now let's just cancel it.
Yeah.
Sim7 says he'd love to join, but he doesn't have the game, and he's going to work in 20 minutes. Jason, do you remember in DOC when we had
Yes. That's what I was
our
thinking.
co-officer, Horton, who had to go to work, and he hated his job because he was a telemarketer. And what did you tell him? Because we had to do dungeons and... Actually,
It was...
RVRing, right?
I don't remember exactly, but it was like, just quit. Come on, stay.
Yeah.
And then he, like, 10 minutes later, he's like, all right, I just called in and quit.
He quit his fucking job. We're still friends with him on Facebook.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
And now he's the CEO of a major
Well, we kicked him out of the
corporation.
guild.
No. We actually, he doesn't play...
No, we can't have an officer who's so responsible who quit his job. Yeah, we booted him down
No,
from
he was
officer.
like one of the original like co-leaders of our first guild. Yeah.
But he couldn't hold aggro worth shit, so we kicked him out.
No, so booted him out of there. Fuck that guy.
Whatevs.
This podcast is part of the Game and Entertainment Network. Visit tgenetwork.net to find the latest episodes from all our shows.